You acted in self-defense, the police show up and arrest you anyway. Here is arrested after acting in self-defense. 4 things to do. Thank you for watching the Shigama Live Show with your host, Shigama. The laws of all 50 states protect your right to defend yourself. However, overzealous police officers may arrest you even if you did nothing wrong. If you find yourself under arrest after using force to protect yourself, remember these 4 things. Number 1, stay calm. If you reasonably believe that you are in imminent risk of death or serious injury, you have the absolute right to use force, including deadly force, to save yourself, even if you are forced to stand trial. Juries are generally sympathetic to those who try to defend themselves, so try not to panic. You need to stay calm, relax, and speak cautiously. Number 2, allow yourself to show controlled emotion. While you should avoid losing control, screaming, or crying uncontrollably, it is perfectly acceptable to show that you are shaken by what happened. The police will be watching you, and if you appear emotionless, they may interpret that as a sign of guilt. You just survived a violent, dangerous encounter. Do not be afraid to let the officer see that it affected you. Number 3, refuse. And just to harp on number 2, they watch you to build a case against you. Regardless of your innocence, that is not their job. Their job is to build cases and present the quote-unquote evidence to the DA, who has the authority to say whether or not you actually stay arrested, go to trial, whatever. The police don't have the authority. The police are the bad guys in these situations. They are the evil advisors in these situations, and they are observing you. It's very good to make sure that you have cameras around you, so that if the officer says, oh, well, he was bragging, they could say all sorts of, police have absolutely no mandate to tell the truth. Did you understand what I just said? They can lie, and they do lie all the time. This is why I don't understand how a lot of people believe what the police say, and a lot of these racial shootings that the mainstream media bring up. I'm not cheering for the mainstream media bringing up these racial issues, but the police lie all the time. Do you understand what a police is? They get paid to arrest people and throw them in jail. Did you understand what I just said? They get paid to arrest people and throw them in jail. It doesn't matter how innocent you are. Number 3, refuse to make a statement. This is what I say. You're being observed by the police, and they're building a case against you. Their job is to arrest you and throw you in jail. I don't care who you are. If you make it easy for them, they'll be cheering at payday. Number 3, refuse to make a statement. The arresting officers will pressure you to make a statement. Even if they know you will deny any wrongdoing, they will take every chance to record your story. Each time you talk about what happened, you risk contradicting yourself. The police know this, and they want to place you on the record as many times as possible. However, you have nothing to gain by talking to the police. And let me put a thumbtack in there, right there. Let me go back. Each time you talk about what happened, you risk contradicting yourself. They are building a case against you. You are like, well, I'm going to set the record straight. I'm going to say that I'm innocent. I'm going to say that the guy attacked me. It's the police. Remember the movie Lord of the Rings? I believe it was The Two Towers, where you had the evil. He wasn't an actual wizard. He was the evil advisor, and he was whispering in the old king's ear, and he was like, "Oh, watch out, king. Here comes Stormcrow. Don't listen to him." And he was talking about Gandalf walking in. That's the police. They're taking your story. Well, why don't you just set the record straight and tell us what happened? Tell us what happened. Tell us what happened. They're trying to catch you in a lie because they get paid to arrest you and throw you in jail. They get paid to arrest you and throw you in jail. For black people, they just shoot. And I'm not trying to joke around. I'm being serious. I have policemen who have told me that they learned this in the academy. Black, blue, Asian, white, what have you. They are told, too, that black people are always suspicious. Always suspicious. Arrest and deny black people at every opportunity. This is what I have been told by policemen who still have a job. And they said, it is not the department. You have to stop this all the way at the academy. This comes from the top down. And every policeman, no matter what, black, blue, green, what have you, they are all, this is supposedly the thin blue line, although white policemen also kill black policemen. And that happens quite a bit, and it goes unreported, and they get away with it, even in the face of obvious racism. It is the policeman's job to arrest you and throw you in jail. That's their job. That's how they get paid. They get a little check mark. Oh, 50 arrests. They have quotas. Do you understand me? The police are not here to serve and protect you. I'm trying to get through this. I'm sorry. However, you have nothing to gain by talking to the police, and you have a constitutional right to remain silent. And I know people come on my channel and say, well, you have to give it and you have to tell. No, you do not. You have a right to remain silent. What does silent mean? Does it mean sort of talking? Does it mean only talking a little bit? You have a right to remain silent, and they will attempt at every opportunity to get you to talk. Oh, what's your name? Do you live here? Is this your house? Is this blood on the floor yours? Oh, what happened? Oh, you can tell me. I'm the police. I'm authority. I'm here to tell you that the police actually do not have authority. They are nothing more than thugs. What is their job? To arrest you and throw you in jail. I'll repeat this until you get it through your thick skull. They have no authority. You know who has authority? The DA has some, and the judge has some. Those are the people who have, quote unquote, authority. Even the police chief does not have authority. Their entire job is to arrest you, collect as much data as they can against you, collect as much data as they can against you, not the dead guy, against you, and throw you in jail. They get paid to put people in jail. Has anybody who clicked on this video before clicking on this video did not know this, and now you know this? Good. We shall continue. You have nothing to gain by talking to the police. If you say something that helps your case, it will be considered hearsay. Did you hear what I just said? Stuff that helps your case, meaning stuff that doesn't help the police, right? I want you to be a professional linguist when you listen to me, because every word that I say has complete meaning to it. If you say something that helps your case, it will be considered hearsay, and the officer will not be allowed to testify about it in court. Did you just hear that? This is the law. This is the judicial system. This is the justice system. And the officer will not be allowed to testify about it in court. If you say something damaging, however, you know this was coming, your statement will be considered an admission and will be admissible as evidence. Isn't that something? Number 4, ask to speak to a lawyer. The police are not responsible for protecting your... let me repeat that. let me say that clearly so you understand. The police have zero duty to protect your rights. The police are not responsible for protecting your rights. Their only concern is solving the case and getting a conviction. At the first opportunity, ask to speak with a criminal defense lawyer. A defense attorney will help you fight for your rights and protect your freedom. Those are the 4 things. Stay calm. Allow yourself to show controlled emotion. Refuse to make a statement. Ask to speak to a lawyer immediately. What does that mean? If somebody burst into your house and they came bearing knives and shotguns, and you had your gun and you got the drop on them and you blew them away, and they're sitting in your living room laying dead in a pool of blood, and the police show up, and the police say, what are the police going to say? What happened here? What are you supposed to say? Oh, well, officer, you see what happened was... No, that is not what you say. You say, I would like to speak with a criminal defense lawyer. The police are not there to help you. Hey, Dumbo, have I gotten it through your thick head yet? The police are not there to help you. They are there to arrest you. In fact, it would behoove you or your wife or somebody to take pictures immediately when the smoke has cleared, before the police come, and take pictures of every possible thing. And if you have documented like camera in your homes, security cameras that actually record stuff, it would behoove you to back that up immediately. You're building your defense case immediately. Why? Because as soon as the police show up, they're building a case against you. That's their job. What's their job? To arrest you and throw you in jail. And as many people as they possibly can. You, your wife, your children, your maid, your butler, your dog, anybody. Anybody they can get there. The more people they arrest and throw in jail, what does that mean? Bigger paycheck. Paycheck, paycheck, paycheck. Huh? So when they show up and say, oh, we heard some gunfire. What happened? I would like to speak with a criminal defense lawyer. Well, you have to give me a statement. No, you don't. In fact, you don't have to at all. I have a right to remain silent. I'm exercising that right now. I do not consent to anything. I would like to speak to a criminal defense lawyer, and have a lawyer's number handy and have their home phone number. Now, they're going to say, well, we're going to arrest you. They were going to arrest you anyway. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. They were going to arrest you anyway. Why? Because it's their duty to arrest and throw you in jail. That's their job. Don't get all excited. And don't let them intimidate you, because they like to do that too. They like to play hardball. They're tough guys. Remember, it's their job to arrest you and throw you in jail. That's their job. That's how they get paid. The more, the merrier. If they could arrest 300 million people, they would be happy, because that would mean a really big paycheck. And I said, they don't have any authority, and they can't prove your innocence. It's inadmissible in court. It's even against the law. So you explaining yourself, you splaining yourself to the police, you're an ignorant fool. You have no idea how the system works. I'm telling you how the system works. They have no authority whatsoever. They cannot declare you innocent. You have to get a lawyer, and the lawyer has to prove you are innocent. Oh, we're innocent until proven guilty. Really? Have you been to a court lately? You have to get a lawyer in on this at the earliest possible. As soon as they knock through the door or come through the door or whatever and say, oh, what happened? I would like to speak to a criminal defense lawyer. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show.